WXUT Nighttime with Mason Lowry. On tonight's show, Andy Dlugosielski. And now, wait, who is that? Oh, it's Mason Lowry.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I did get a haircut. It was about damn time. You didn't recognize me when I came in.
I didn't. I thought you were Borat.
I could tell by that bad joke that was written for you in the opening.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't recognize you at all.
What do we think? You like the haircut? Do we like it? Is it good? It's a good thing. Yeah. Welcome, everyone. Show number 8, and we can only be better than last week. Last week, holy Lord, wasn't a good show. It was bad.
Good interview, though. I like the interview.
I think it was pretty good.
That's all
we just went over the heads of the people that were here, and whatever.
Right.
Not my problem. Well, gang, in his first interview since leaving office, former disgraced New York Governor Eliot Spitzer told Matt Lauer of the Today Show that he had no excuses for the sex scandal that brought him down, and that he has tried to confront his gremlins. Yeah, later on, I didn't do anything yet. Later on in the interview, he explained his one crazy summer with the Breakfast Club at the police academy. And we're off to a roaring start. A semi-truck near Oshkosh, Wisconsin tipped its 20-ton load of hot dogs on the highway earlier this week. Road crews were baffled at how to clean up the spill until Kirstie Alley drove up. And so that was... She ate the hot dogs. That was the point. She ate the hot dog. She's a big lady, isn't she, Jim?
Yes, she is.
She's a very big lady. Armed bodyguards opened fire on the paparazzi at the wedding of Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen this past weekend. The shootings gives a whole new meaning to the term shotgun wedding. Wah, wah. A church in Little Rock, Arkansas is holding its Easter services at a bar this Holy Week. Honest to God. Yay, alcohol! Apparently, if the services go well, the church will hold their Father's Day service at the Booby Trap Strip Club by the airport. Yay, breasts. And keeping with the news of Holy Week, what a segue that was, a New York church is twittering the Passion Play. They send updates from the people in Christ's Passion to those who wish to follow the play through the microblog. Many of the followers were left in suspense after Jesus wrote, "WTF, Judas, OMFG." I can't imagine Jesus ever saying, "Oh my effing God."
Yeah, no.
That just seems like a very strange thing for him to say.
That just, yeah, because you can't,
I guess it's just me. Jamie Waylett, star of the Harry Potter films, he plays Crabbe. I don't know, is that a good character or bad character? I don't read those books.
You're asking the wrong person.
I don't believe in warlocks and such. Is bad dude? Okay. Anyway, he was arrested this week after police found a pot farm in his bedroom worth over $2,300. Wow. That's pretty impressive, I agree. Waylett claims he was just researching for his upcoming role in Harry Potter and the Half-Baked Prince. There's another Harry Potter movie coming up. You know what it's called?
I don't.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stoned.
Ah.
It's a cheap joke, but I like it. A woman in L.A. returned a check that she found last week that was worth over $350,000. In a related story, this woman was recently named the dumbest person in L.A. A man in Waco, Texas was stabbed several times this week after he passed wind in a hotel room. Yeah. Farts. Guy throws a knife at him. The man was not seriously injured, fortunately, because it was the sort of knife that is used to cut cheese. Those knives aren't very sharp. CIA Director Leon Panetta said this week that the organization is no longer using secret prisons to interrogate suspects. The reason? They aren't secret anymore. That was very funny. New rules in Quebec will prohibit English language video games from being sold if French language games are available elsewhere in the world. Game store owners across the province are complaining how this will hurt business, especially with the upcoming release of Grand Theft Auto: I Hate the French. Two women have been arrested in Los Angeles after staging fake funerals and taking the life insurance claims. Claims adjusters became suspicious after Larry King died for the 4th time this month. That Larry King's an old guy, isn't he, Jim?
He is kind of getting up there.
He's a very, very old man.
I agree.
Yeah, anyway.
Maybe one of those times was real.
What's that?
One of those deaths could have been real. We don't know.
Yeah, it probably was. Maybe 2, 3 times. And, holy Lord. And finally, a new study out of Germany reports that chimpanzees will often exchange meat for sex and may do so for several years. Didn't do anything yet. Apparently, if a female chimp shares its meat with a male chimp, the male will share his meat with her. That went real well. We got a great show for you tonight. Andy Dlugosielski is here from WXUT Radio. He's a cool guy. He's going to talk about stuff that's going on later. We'll be right back to uncover some things that we mysteriously uncovered. So stay tuned. Welcome back to the program, UT Nighttime with Mason Lowry, week number 8. We got a great show for you tonight. Andy Dlugosielski is here from WXUT Radio to talk about some stuff. But first, some very important breaking news we uncovered. A vanity license plate in Denver about loving tofu has been deemed inappropriate by the DMV because it would read ILVTOFU. I love tofu. That seems fair enough. The DMV will not allow the FU part of the tag because they feel that people would read it as sexual slang. You know, I love to F you. You know, People are filthy. But we at UT Nighttime did some research and found out that not only have vanity license plates, or in English, not only have vanity plates been declined, but also the state slogans on the plates as well. It's pretty heavy stuff. And so we're going to show you some of those. We're going to show some of those to you now in a segment that we like to call Rejected License Plate Slogans. I'm not sure why that's funny, but apparently it is. First up, we have the lovely state of Idaho. We got that? Yeah, the great state of Idaho. Scenic Idaho. Their slogan currently is famous potatoes. But let's see what they chose not to use. Only potatoes. Nothing else in Idaho. Next up, we've got the state of Nevada. Out west, good solid state. The Silver State, they're called. But check out what they weren't allowed to use. Nevada, not just gambling and whores. This bit's killing, Jim. I feel good. New Mexico now. Take a look at New Mexico. Another state from out west. They are the land of enchantment. But check out what they didn't use. 40% fresher than old Mexico. That's good. Those have all been out west. Let's take a look at some from the east, shall we, Jim?
Let's do that.
All right. How about the state of New York? New York's a good state. Got New York City there, and as you can see, they're the Empire State. But check out what they are not allowed to use. This plate by Bernie Madoff. See, he's in prison for swindling billions of dollars from people, and therefore it's funny. The show will never air. Prince Edward Island. We're going to go up to Canada. Take a trip up north there to Canada. Prince Edward Island, one of their fine provinces. It's called Canada's Green Province. Now take a look at what they didn't use. Prince Edward Island, how the hell did you drive here? I like that one too, Jim. Remember, these are all real. We cannot make this stuff up. I swear to you.
Why would we do that?
What's that?
Why would we make things up?
I know. That would just make everything so much less funny. Anyway, South Dakota. We'll come back to the United States. South Dakota. They are, of course, great faces, great places. Check out what they didn't use. South Dakota. North Dakota is our hat. Just because it's above the other state. Let's go back down south to Texas. Texas, of course, a big old state down south there. And they are, of course, the Lone Star State. That's a lovely, lovely slogan. But take a look at what they didn't use. Texas, we love our belt buckles. Okay, Utah. That's a good state out west. They got the Mormons and all the many, many wives and such, you know. They've got Utah, greatest snow on earth, because they've got a bunch of ski resorts, as I understand. Lovely place. Check out what they don't use. Utah, whitest people on earth. Mormons. Now, Wisconsin, good state. They are America's Dairyland, which is pretty funny on its own, I think, but apparently I'm wrong. What they didn't use, Wisconsin, we are tired of cut the cheese jokes. Because it's Dairyland and cheese is dairy. And finally, mercifully, West Virginia. Nothing's as funny as West Virginia, huh, Jim? Those crazy backwards people gonna get letters. They are wild and wonderful. Take a look at what they mercifully didn't use. You'll love our sisters, we do. There's our rejected state license plates. We'll be right back with Andy Dlugosielski. Stay tuned. Sounds an awful lot like the old theme song from The Price is Right. Not Price is Right, Family Feud. It sounds like the old Family Feud theme song. I guess it's just me. Anyway, our first and only guest tonight is a wonderfully talented and very sexy man, I might add. Ooh. He's a longtime disc jockey at WXUT Student Radio. He hosts a program called Above and Beyond that airs Tuesday nights from 10 o'clock to midnight on WXUT Radio. Wednesdays? What did I say?
Tuesdays.
Oops. Can we cut? No, I'm kidding. Well, yes, Wednesday nights from 10 to midnight. Andy Dlugosielski. Andy, how you doing?
Phenomenal.
Good to have you on the program.
Excellent, thank you.
Now, last time I was on camera with you, you kissed my hand, and it was very strange. And
Not just a peck, a passionate lip over the knuckle.
that was horrifying. Absolutely horrifying.
Jimmy, take notes.
Well, you've already made your presence felt here. How you doing? How you doing, Andy? How you
I'm
doing?
good. A little sleepy. Been up all night.
What have you been doing? Is it appropriate for air?
Absolutely not.
Okay. What have you been up to these days? Now, I know you do a bunch of stuff at WXUT, but I hear you just got a job at a major national corporation.
I did. I sold out. Andy Justice has become Andy Corporate.
Andy Corporate. Where are you working?
And I now monger flowers for Walmart.
You monger flowers.
That's true.
What does that mean exactly?
Monger, like
flowers.
The fishmonger back in the day. He would monger fish. He would sell you
Those
fish.
people smell bad. They smell like fish.
I will sell you flowers, potting soil, and walk around and tell you I don't know what you're looking for.
There's nothing quite.
Because I don't. It's like my 5th day.
There's nothing quite as exciting as selling pot soil to people.
Pot soil, potting. I don't know what you.
Potting soil.
I don't know what you purchase.
Pot soil is a bit more illegal and will make you high, but.
You know, man. You know.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Yeah. So I hear. We were talking before we got on the air here, and you just got approved to drive a forklift.
That's right. I had to go through a vigorous obstacle course.
How long did that take you? What?
Normally, I'm led to understand lap time is 37 minutes. I completed it in about 15.
All right. Is it extra points if you run down pedestrians in the store?
No, actually, I had to weave through bikini-clad and desperate women.
Ooh. and run them.
All shouting my name as in usual fashion.
Did you run any of them down for bonus points or no?
I did not, but
you stopped and ravaged them.
For a while, I drove at my knees and dished out high fives as I went through.
So are you liking Walmart then? Are you liking being a corporate sellout?
Yeah, they pay me way more than I'm worth. Way more.
Not that difficult.
No, it's not. Jimmy, take notes. Oh, he left.
Where'd he go? Oh, yeah. Jim decides not to sit over there and we're docking his pay.
He decides to go start playing hand-holding games there.
We're docking his pay for that, by the way.
Backseat Bradley over there.
All right. So anyway, we got to stay on task.
We're trying.
Focus. We're trying. I'm sorry. I keep talking about Walmart and forklifts and bikini women.
So,
how's your show going? You do the show Above and Beyond Wednesdays.
Wednesdays, not Tuesdays.
Wednesdays.
They are different days.
They are. What do you do on your show there?
Usually you play a bunch of songs, make an ass out of myself for 20 minutes or 20 seconds. I don't talk that long. And then just people like to call and make requests, and I deny them promptly.
That's always fun, isn't it? It's always fun to say your music sucks, I'm not playing it.
I don't say that. They're like, can you play this? Absolutely not.
Click. See, that's the way to handle it. That is the proper way. A lot of people don't do that.
People are welcome to call. It's just...
For some reason.
Not always that pumped to hear from them.
Emasculate them and humiliate them over the phone?
No, I'm very nice to them, except for people like to call and curse at me, and I just kind of go, all right, man.
Of course. So you play most of what do you play on the show? Obviously music.
Correct.
What do you play?
I dabble in music.
You dabble in music.
Music playing. But
Well,
whatever I feel like ranges. No real format, just whatever I'm like, oh, I want to hear this song. Because really it's about what I want to hear.
Right.
Or what like my friends want to hear.
I heard you playing Tom Lehrer the other night.
You were there. That's how you heard
Well,
it.
yeah, I was there. I was doing another thing.
He has a
for
life
some.
outside the show, don't worry.
Not much of a life. It's not much of a life. It's just very, very technically one. And you were playing Tom Lehrer. You don't hear that much.
You don't ever really hear him.
No, you don't.
Ever. Name time you heard him before.
On your show.
There you go, see?
Yeah, there you go.
Above and beyond is groundbreaking.
Yes, it is. Now, you used to do that show. You don't do it anymore, do you? The Scrump Zone program. You don't do that anymore.
Due to scheduling conflicts, Mr. Fenn and I, we cannot meet up for a Scrump Zone and Scrump-based conversation. But we do in our free time have Scrump talk.
You have Scrump talk in
It's
your free
true.
time. Is it on like pirate radio someplace, or it's just like you?
It's usually in text messages about like things we see.
Now, what is a Scrump Zone exactly? What
Scrump
is
Zone is the talk show based around engaging in coitus and coitus acts.
Can we say coitus on the air?
That's
Does
why I
anybody
said
know?
it. Who said? What else do you want me to say?
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Scrumping. Well, I'd explain what scrumping is. No,
So you're talking about coitus for a couple hours on the radio.
It's true. But see, and then it ends up to just us talking about like, what'd you do last week? Oh, really? Yeah, I hate that person too.
And people listen to that?
Yeah. For some reason.
For some reason. That was a good show. I heard it. So you do the music thing. What else do you do?
That's it. I used to do CSR, but I quit in favor of making a paycheck every week.
What's the CSR?
That is the wrestling-based radio program, a discussion-based.
Oh, so you talk about fake sport for a couple hours.
Exactly.
Is that fun? Was that fun? Did you like doing that?
That was all right for a little bit. Then I decided I wanted to be an adult. Got out of there.
So you decided you'd go to Walmart and become a corporate shill.
Exactly, and make
Driving
large
forklifts.
amounts of money.
You know what you should do with the forklifts? You should go and pick up women at bars. That's what you should do. Nobody will be unimpressed at the idea of a guy driving a forklift.
I'm pretty sure Mrs. Andy would be very unimpressed with my behavior
well.
and just come down to me
Just
hard.
drive that to Mrs. Andy. Break through like a wall.
She will destroy me.
She's
She's proven her physical dominance over me many times. I mean, I'm not a big guy here. I'm just saying.
Well, this interview's taken a
That was a
wonderful
wink for
turn.
who couldn't see it. I can't wink out of this. That's eye only.
This interview's taken a wonderful turn.
I know.
So you don't do the show anymore because is that the real reason? Because of Mrs. Andy or
Why would I not do a show because of her?
the Scrum Zone program talking about
No,
coitus
Scrum Zone
and
is
such.
hilarious. Talk about coitus.
was.
We can talk about coitus right now. What do you want to know?
I'd rather not talk about coitus.
What do you want to
right
know?
now.
I can
don't
tell
wanna
you.
know.
We'll talk after the show.
We'll talk after the show. We'll talk after the show.
I have some pointers for you.
Do you?
Yes.
Really? You
Yes.
you can't say those now.
Jimmy, you can take note too.
All right, we're going to talk about some more quasi-serious stuff when we come back. Andy Dlugosielski's here. We'll be right back with a little more from that. Welcome back. Andy Dlugosielski is on the program once again. Andy, say hey to everyone if you.
Take it back. Pocket.
So now, the real reason you're here is because they've got doing a WXUT student radio. They're putting on a big concert next week.
So I'm led to believe.
That's what you're led to believe. You don't know much about this, do you?
I know what I need to know and what you're gonna need to know.
All right. So what do the people need to know? What's going on?
It's gonna start roughly 10 a.m. on April 20th, 420. And
that's going to be my 20th birthday, as it were.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
There'll be many.
I'm going to be celebrating with local bands. Nothing else.
I'll be dishing out a lot of high fives to you.
All right.
We'll engage in many high fives.
Now, this thing they're doing, it's called Festapalooza Stock.
Correct.
That's an interesting name. It's like an amalgam of a bunch of like mid-'90s rock festival things.
I will agree with that.
Well, yeah, that's a fact. Circle gets the square. I'll take Paul into block or something.
Ooh, that's a wrong choice. Whoopi
Goldberg
Whoopi
instead?
is the key to the right answer. She'll tell you a funny joke, but she won't lie to you.
Then Kermit
above.
Kermit the Frog, top right.
Kermit will get her,
I believe.
and then who's that really fat guy with the glasses?
There's lots of those.
No, you know who I'm talking about. Shut up.
Bruce Valanche.
Yeah.
Bruce Valanche, yes.
He will lead you astray though.
He will.
Don't trust
He's a
him.
very strange dude.
Don't trust
He's
him.
got the long hair, it's, like I used to have.
And a Hawaiian shirt.
I forgot to ask, do you like the haircut?
I did. I
do you think?
texted you mid-class when you walked in.
That's right, you did. You said.
With a winky face.
Yeah, that was. Then I got very frightened and left the room.
You were used to. He glanced over and shot one back.
Okay, well, all right.
Mine wasn't a text. His was real though. So.
All right, can we talk about something else if that's.
It's your show, Mason.
So we've got Festapalooza stock.
We do.
Who do we have to play? Who's playing at this thing?
I'm told upwards of 11 bands. The only band I actually know name-wise is The Comeback, because that's, Big Jack. The Tides, says the crowd as well.
Oh, the Tides. Never heard of them.
Tides.
No, I have heard of them. They're a bunch of guys that work at the radio station, right? They're in that.
Yes.
Band?
Yes, they are.
This has become that Joaquin Phoenix on Letterman thing.
No, I know how to properly groom myself and shower.
So we've got Festapalooza stock, upwards of 11 local bands.
Upwards.
Does it cost anything for these crazy kids at the campus?
No, you may walk by and just enjoy the atmosphere.
So what else is going to be around? Are there going to be...
I assume women, possibly shirtless.
Well, that'd be great.
Possibly shirtless gentlemen, regardless of shape.
That would not be so great.
Maybe. Well, it depends on who's there. Ryan Reynolds. Don't even tell me he's not an attractive gentleman. Paul Newman when he was alive. Might have to scream at the ground for him to get him this one. It's because he's dead.
Yes.
Okay. Making sure we're all clear.
Yes, Paul Newman's dead, yes. There's nothing funny about that. I'm not sure why I'm laughing.
I don't know why everyone else is, though.
Are there gonna be food and selling food?
I don't know. If you bring food, I guess it's going to be there.
You're not being very cooperative anymore, Andy.
What? Okay. If I brought food here and someone said, Andy, is there food at Mason's show? I go, yes.
Yes, I brought some.
Right here. Why don't you be more clear with your questions?
Is food provided, and possibly drinks, is food or drinks provided for the fans of these local bands?
Allison just told me, yeah. So, yeah.
What is wrong with you?
What do you mean what's wrong with me? You invited me. You know what you're getting into.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'll tell you how we got on the show. He got on the show because I was sitting there, and Andy's about 10 feet to my right, and I say, Andy, you want to be on the show, Fred? He goes, yeah, all right.
Yeah, okay. And I just turned back to the computer and...
So, Festapalooza stock, Monday, April 20th.
Yes.
Big, where is it, by the way?
It's on the steps of the Union.
Okay, Steps of the Union, April 20th, Festapalooza stock. Andy Dlugosielski, thank you so much. This has been an adventure, to be sure. We'll be back with you next week, episode number 9 of UT Nighttime. Till then, see ya. Watch us on YouTube. Please.